Hello everyone, this is Matt from Real World Review. Today I'm going to be calling Apple because they've had a phone that they have been trying to fix since January 19th. They fixed it on January 30th. They had an issue, which I'll show right now. The issue is with the cameras because they replaced a logic board and the cameras had this weird haze on it, which is also weird because they apparently replaced the cameras as well. Don't know how that works. I've done so many repairs, like an infinite amount of repairs. And, something like that doesn't happen when you take it to someone who works in a shop like I do. But either way, this phone was under warranty, and why should I fix it if Apple was legally required to fix it for free? So I'll show you right here. So when I dropped it off, I don't know if you could see, maybe I'll just put something up here. So originally I dropped it off on the 19th. There was weather delay, whatever. And then on the 30th is when I received it, as in going into the store. And when I went into the store, I saw that it had that haze. I also have an iPhone 16 Pro because that was the phone that I was fixing. And I showed them the difference in the camera haze. And it did actually affect the quality. Like when you would take a picture, there would be a lot of glare when you're looking at the lights. So it did actually have something other than just like a cosmetic issue. So on the 30th of January, I decided to leave it there and they were going to send it out. And here we are 23 days later on February 23rd. I don't know if you could see that, but on February 23rd. So we are going to figure out what the number is and I'm going to give them a call. And by the way, according to the law, because I do live in California, I am not allowed to record this call. So what I'm going to do is just tell you what happened or what they're saying. And of course, if I do get put on hold, I'll probably come back to this video. Anyway, let's give them a call.
Train personnel, ensure quality, improve contact center technologies, and evaluate customer satisfaction. I'm an automated system.
So I guess we just wait, and this is dead content, I guess. Well, I mean, obviously I'm talking to the camera. Let's see, I'm at 73%, so I think this call should be fine. And I guess just to recap, on here it says iPhone 16 Pro, we received your service request. We'll send you more details or check here for updates. Repair details, we received your service request. And that was the day that I dropped it off. That was it. There's nothing else here. I mean, I'm going to show you again. There's nothing else here. I don't get it, and I don't understand why people are okay with this, why they're okay with, sending in their product for warranty and just getting this. Even something as simple as this, if I had the materials, I would get it done that day. And what's even more annoying is that they're not getting it done in store. Why are they not getting it done in store? And also, this is my second repair. Just give me another phone. If you're going to be, super... I want to be protecting the environment. That's great. Here's what you do. You give me a phone that you already made, and then you fix this phone, and then you send it out, or you have it as a replacement like the phone that you're giving me, because that's what they do. They will just give you a whole nother phone if they have that option. I mean, there's no reason for me to send this out to Indiana, have it come back, send it back out to Indiana, have it come back. Like, why? And that's what's funny is we used to have a place that is, I think like 50 miles away from where I live, and they sent it to Indiana, which is on the other side of the country. Don't know why they would do that. Again, they're supposed to be super environmentally friendly, going to be carbon neutral by 2030. This is Apple. This is environmental forward greenwashing Apple. This is just more proof that they actually do not care. And I don't care either because Apple's never going to send me anything. And I want to make sure that I'm telling you the truth. I want to make sure that you understand the reality of how these companies work. Because obviously it's not just Apple. Whereas Google, when their phone fails, well, I guess you just buy another one, especially if you bought it used, because you have no warranty if you have a used one. Only the original purchaser has a warranty. Fun fact about that. Samsung's more lenient, Apple's more lenient, but Google, you need to be the original owner. You need anytime you go to do anything, they go, oh, show us your order number. They don't really process anything. And that's just the reality of all these companies when it comes to warranty. I've dealt with Sony. I've had someone who had a PlayStation. They sent it out to Sony. When they received it back, they were denied their warranty claim because of liquid damage. I opened it up, replaced the hard drive, and well, that was the issue. It was a hard drive, not liquid damage. So there's two things. One, Apple's bad because if they're struggling with their warranty policy, maybe they should hire people that actually know what they're doing. And two, if they want to do this whole let's send it out and do all this other stuff, maybe they should be a little bit more environmentally friendly and just, fix everything in store. So then they're using less energy, less gas, less everything, less environmental impact. But no, they don't actually care that much. All they care about is sending it to a state that has less minimum wage than we do. So it's all about the money. It's not about the environment. Yeah, my name is Matt. So as you can see, Apple does not allow for recording. So I'm going to respect that. And I'm just going to tell you what that conversation went like. It was pretty basic. I just told him what my repair number was. He was kind of confused because there was no information after January 31st. And he said that it'd probably be best just to contact the store or go into the store. I'm trying to decide if I want to go into the store or not. I do know if I go into the store, there's no recording at all, or, there's nothing like this. And I'm just going to have to remember in my brain rather than telling you exactly what happened during that call at the end of that call. Right now, I need to get ready to leave. But yeah, we'll see what I end up doing. Okay, so it's been a couple days, which ironically, I haven't gotten any emails or anything like that involving my case. So I'm going to call my local Apple store, which is the one that I dropped it off at, and we're going to see what happens there. I don't think I'm going to be able to show you any of that, but I'll go over what I talked about in the call and what they talked about. Okay, so that first call was pointless, so I'm going to try one more time. What happens is they transfer you to the Apple Care, which is not what I want. I want to talk to the actual Apple Store. Yeah. Okay, so once I actually talked to Apple, it was a really simple call, told them my name, and they told me pretty much everything I needed to know. So for this, what I did is I just called them and said, speak to a store manager, because every single time I would explain my situation or say really anything, they would transfer me to a specialist, which is not what I want. I don't want a call center. I want my actual store that I was calling. And luckily I was able to talk to someone and they were very quick and figured it out. So that was actually pretty cool. But what they're going to do is talk to the manager and figure out what's going on, because what happened is they sent my phone out to the repair center and apparently that was it. Nothing happened after that. There was no tracking coming back. But they do say that the phone went to the repair center, which at this point, I don't have any information on there. It's essentially a new phone per se. So if they just give me another phone, I don't care. Like, I'll just take that. I don't have any personal attachment to this phone. Don't know why they don't do that. I know it's because of, environmental whatever, but they can just refurbish the device that they receive from me and then just send me another one, because they're going to do that for other people in the future. So it doesn't really matter. And if anything, them refurbishing my phone will mean that they don't have to make another phone. So it's a win-win. I don't know why they don't do that. But either way, they said that they were going to call me by the end of the day, and yeah, we'll figure out what happens there. I don't know if I've already mentioned this, but the Apple Store and the repair depots, first of all, are just authorized repair places, but they're not entirely the same company. So they don't really mesh together, which I feel like is a big flaw. Kind of like when you call your credit card company, which is the same as your bank, but those two companies are completely different. It's really weird. But anyway, they are going to call me back, so hopefully I remember part of that call if I'm at work, because yeah, gotta go right now. So I'll be back. Okay, so I just got out of the shower right as they were calling, and I was able to talk to them, and they told me what was happening. So essentially, like I said, they sent it out. There was an issue with receiving it back. There we go. There's some more light. But anyways, they believe that maybe it was lost in transit, which again is fine. I really don't care. And they told me that they were going to replace the model with the same exact one, obviously, but they did not have it in stock. So they're going to have another one be sent to the store so then I can pick it up, which, again, environmentally friendly. Good job. But the guy that I was talking to was pretty transparent, because he can, talk to a customer. So they kind of have to be transparent. Whereas if you talk to someone on customer service, regardless of the company, if you talk to someone who is in a, call center, they don't always have to be the best they should, but at the end of the day, no one's going to come to them and complain to them. They're just going to call them. So they have no reason to really be a better person. Obviously they should, but they have no reason to be better than what the Apple Store can be. And the Depot Store you'll never talk to because those people just do repairs, I guess. I don't know. It's a really weird setup in my eyes. I did point out that it's been quite a long time and why there's no, check or anything like that in their system. I feel like after a week it should go, hey, this ticket is still open. What's going on? Or after 2 weeks, hey, this ticket is still open. What's going on? So I thought that was strange. I pointed that out and he said that, he can document that and let people know. Whether he does that is up to him. But I feel like it is actually a beneficial thing because if it's been like a month, that's not really a good thing. The fact that I'm making this video is because it's been over a month, especially now. Like when I started making this video, it was like less than a month, but now it's been an entire month. March 2nd is today. But yeah, long journey, and hopefully it's coming to an end soon. Hopefully next time I speak to the camera, I'll be wearing a different shirt, maybe not be fresh out of the shower, but clean. And yeah, I'll see you then. Okay, so I'm finally back with this phone, and yeah, I did the fake intro just now. Anyways, I got this phone finally from Apple. This is the iPhone 16 Pro that I've been talking about. You can set it up without Wi-Fi now. I just did some weird stuff. I really wish I was showing you while I did that just now. But either way, I don't know if I'm going to explain too much, so I might have a weird cut right now. But I'm going to explain what I remember because it's been quite a few days, actually. I believe it was actually Thursday when I called them, and then they called me back to explain what was going on. I feel like... Is that better? I don't know if that's better, but anyways, I'll leave that on. Anyways, I talked to them and they said that they were going to get another phone sent out, and I was just, waiting to see when that was going to happen. A couple days later, I got this email, which was confusing. I didn't understand what was going on, but it was just saying that it's complete. And, well, it's not. Also, I never get these emails anytime I ever do any warranty work through Apple. So it was kind of just confusing, but I waited a couple days, and then today is Tuesday, but on Monday they called me to let me know that the phone was ready to be picked up, and I just decided to wait a day because I honestly kind of forgot when I had time to go pick it up. Anyways, I finally got this phone. They gave me a new phone, or at least it's a refurbished phone, or a new device, or just a replacement device in general. This is not my original one because apparently they lost it. At least that's what they were saying happened. But yeah, I finally got it. So on January 19th, I sent it in. As in, I took it to Apple and they sent it in. And then on January 30th, they told me to come pick it up. I go to pick it up. They have an issue with it, I have an issue with it because they didn't really do the repair properly. Then they send it back out on January 30th. I believe it would have been like February 1st or February 2nd where it was like actually sent out from there. January 19th is when I dropped it off. January 30th would have been when I picked it up, but then they sent it out again. And then today is March 10th. Yeah, an entire month. I waited until I believe it was March 2nd to give them a call because it's been over a month. But now I finally have this phone, and well, I'm not really going to do much with it. I'm going to sell it. The whole point of this video is to remind you, don't go through these companies, okay? Find a local business. Find someone like me. I hate having a device longer than a day because what I want to do is if I have to order the parts, I will order the parts, I will get it in and get it done the same day. I don't want to hold on to this device. I want to make sure that everything is completed very quickly. Unfortunately, these companies, I'm going to drop this off to a person and then they are going to send it out and maybe another person is going to handle it and then it's going to be sent back and then a third person is going to handle it. And then maybe there's going to be another issue, which is what I had. So then I talked to another person because I got a manager when I was in the store or, another person. I think I actually talked to 3 people at that time, but let's keep it at 4, right? And then it's sent out to another person that's working at their place or whatever. So that's at least 5 people. Then it's going to be sent back and most likely there's going to be a 6th person that deals with that. Why? Why is it so confusing? Why is it so convoluted? Why are there so many issues with warranty? Just so then they can maybe get out of paying a warranty cost? Because I didn't pay anything for any of this, which is great. And that's what warranty is supposed to be. But I can only imagine people that are spending money. Like, imagine if this board died while it was out of warranty and I had to go through all of this. Instead of just giving me another phone, I had to go through all of this. This is something that you can go through whether you're in warranty or not. And I already mentioned all the whole environmental aspect of it. And yeah, I don't like that. Okay, so if we go into here, you can actually see, maybe because it's trying to have my face, you can actually see there's no charge cycles. The battery was manufactured in November 2025 and used the first time March 2026. So yeah, this is a refurbished phone. I mean, it's obviously not going to be a new phone. The model number starts with N, which means it's a replacement phone, not refurbished, just replacement. What is the difference? I have no idea. The good thing is this one is still unlocked. That being said, I had another phone that they just, replaced with a whole nother device and it was not unlocked. So I'm glad that this one is unlocked. When I go into the settings, there's nothing about any parts that have been replaced. So yeah, it is a brand new phone. I mean, a replacement phone, but you know what I mean. It's not used. It's not my old phone. It's a whole nother phone, which is exactly what they should have done the first time. But instead, they want to fake this whole greenwashing thing and fixing your phone instead of doing whatever, blah, blah, blah. Even though when they fix your phone, if they wipe your phone, that's fine because that's what you agree to when you drop it off. Remember that when you get your phone fixed, go through warranty, whatever it may be, when you take it to these manufacturers. And Apple's not the only one. Samsung, Google, all these other companies do the same thing. It's what you agreed to when you sign the paperwork to get your device fixed by them. Let's just say if you take it to a small business and that happens, don't ever take it to that place because those people are complete idiots. I mean, I can say whatever I want because they're completely stupid if they really think that they need to wipe your phone in order to do just a basic repair. Like, for example, I believe this one might actually have been the charging port. And they decided to swap out the board and the cameras for some reason. I don't understand that. But they didn't do it properly. So then we had to go through all of this stuff just for me to get a new phone almost 2 months later. Pretty cool. But anyways, I'm irritated by that, and you're probably irritated by that as well. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you learned something. And as always, thanks for watching, and thanks for joining the 1%. Sorry. Thanks for joining the 1%, and thanks for watching.